What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Horror Report, where you get all the horror movie and gaming news and everything between. I'm your host, Kyle Curtis. Today, we're going to discuss horror movie deaths, and I'm not doing this alone. Got a very awesome special guest to join me. You've seen me collab with her before, and she's been amazing. But we finally got her back on the new channel. We got Celia from Let's Talk Terra. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm glad to be back. I'm excited.
I'm excited for this because I thought this would be an amazing topic to do with you. So, especially, especially how there's always been horror movie deaths, but they always have been improved over the years, get more
Yes,
brutal and more memorable, especially with amazing practical effects, people
yes.
behind those kills, and really give us some memorable stuff we never have forget since we've seen them.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I have quite a few that will never leave my mind because they are crazy.
Especially the ones that make your jaw drop, and you're like, man, and then it's amazing how they pull it off to make it so good on screen too. Like,
Yes,
they
yes.
geez. So, um, like so that's why I didn't want to do a list and ranking. We'll just talk about the ones that made impact, and that way we don't forget ones that, especially there's been so many of them.
I
So
know, especially lately, because like, man, these indie people and people who aren't with big studios, like the studios are doing it great, but like, oh my gosh. When I remember when Terrifier came out, and I don't even want to pick a favorite from that series because I feel like all of them are my favorite.
oh, they're so. I think
They're
they're
so
all
good.
amazing in their own ways. Especially Damien Leone does all the practical effects himself. So
Yes, yes, that's the best part. They just look so real. And it's like, man, and they're brutal too. Oh my goodness.
yes, you can definitely. That's definitely they were. They're going for the splatter horror type kills, and especially they show what art can do in that movies.
Yes. And you know, it's funny that you say that they go for splatter type films because to me it almost doesn't feel like a splatter film. Like I don't know,
No,
other films feel more like splatter films, but Terrifier it is, but it's
but
also I don't know, something about
something about and then especially with slasher films, especially when they have a great story that goes along those kills and make them more feel important because
yeah,
yes, I do like to see kills, but I also like to see good character development and good story along with it and not just go crazy.
exactly.
And that's why when it happens, like, what the damn.
Right, right.
Especially for a character you care for, and like, oh, or a character you're like, yeah, get him out of here.
Yeah.
Or the other way, right? You like a character or you hate the character. So
Right. Do you have any favorites you wanna bring up right off the bat?
I'll let you start with that one.
Well, let me start. Okay, well, we're not gonna say Terrifier because that's all of them, and that
Yeah,
doesn't count.
we can talk about them later on in the show.
So one that really, as you said, characters that die, that it's like, oh my god, I don't like that. The I forget her name, but the bread slicer death from Fear Street
Oh,
94.
yeah.
Oh my god, because I loved that character. I loved her so much, and I was like, everyone's gonna live, it's gonna be great. And then she goes right through the bread slicer, and I'm like, no. And I feel like that death doesn't get enough love. Like I'll see it every so often, but I feel like people forget about it until someone else brings it up. And then everyone's like, oh my God, yeah, you're right. That was a great death scene. That was fantastic.
Well, that whole trilogy of 2021 was just awesome in a way, but 94, that meat grinder scene, that kill
Oh,
was just icing on the cake with that scene. I'm like,
it
whoa.
really was. Oh my goodness. And I wasn't expecting it to be like that brutal, but they just show it.
They do. They don't even cut back either. They just do the whole
No.
entire thing. You see her get grind and then even the aftermath. I'm like, that's awesome because Christopher Nilsson, who did the make effects, the mask for all the 2018 kills, and he worked on that film for the effects. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, so
Man, what a wild time, 2021. That was such a long time ago.
It does feel so long ago now because that's when I first started doing this YouTube thing officially.
Yeah, it's like I'm thinking back. I have a 5-year-old getting ready to turn 6, and I'm like, man, I was at home with a baby at that point. Like it's wild to think about.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that, but it is. It's like, oh wait, it does. That is a long time ago
Right,
now.
right.
So, what's up, Oracle? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Um, the first kill I really want to mention is the one actually with the very first film I actually seen. You actually don't see the kill, but it's the aftermath and how the detective explains it. It's when it's the director Burke and the Exorcist gets thrown out the window, and the detective
Yes.
explains it to Father Karras that his head was totally spinned around, and just imagine that, and what was he doing in there to begin with, and how he got thrown out. It's just the explain and just really picturing how that would happen.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool, and they do it in good detail without you actually seeing it, but you can actually like, okay, that is brutal picturing that.
Have you read the book too?
Yes, I read William Peter
Ho
Bly's book.
how
Yeah,
does how do because I haven't read the book. How does that scene compare from the book to the movie? Do they explain it the same or
it's similar. It's
uh,
yeah, it's pretty much the same. They really will let you really they let the audience come up with their imagination how that goes off.
yeah, and a lot of time your imagination is way scarier than what you could ever see on screen. So like a lot of times I love seeing the gore, I love seeing the kills up close and all that, but sometimes it's enough to just like hear about it or see the aftermath of it. That's scary enough
Well,
sometimes.
especially in an era, people in the 70s when horror films started to get really gritty and dark and just go for it and doesn't care what they did back then. Especially the film like The Exorcist really shocked audiences back then. You can understand why, especially no one's ever seen something like that before. And then to hear that you hear someone's head got totally twisted all the way around facing the other way,
Yeah.
and then how they found his body, I'm like, damn.
Right, right. Dang, that's one that I didn't think about. So yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah, especially I'm like, that would have been cool to great, but at the same time, they had the detective really explain it very well, and you're like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez. I can just so yeah, that's the first kill I thought. Just not it doesn't always have to see it, but just the picture it and like, oh, yeah, I can see that.
I have another one that's sort of like that, and, it's the very first kill in It Follows, where we just see the girl running, and then you just see the aftermath of her on the beach with her leg, like, bent the
All
other
messed
way.
up.
Yeah, so, like, that one too, it's like, you don't know what happened, but it had to have been really bad if she's that messed up from it.
Well, I think that's one of the best openings and it's one of the best
Yeah,
kills to open with because we don't know what she's running from until you later on you start to find out what this film's about. But
yeah,
at the beginning, like, what is she running from? Because she runs back to the house, runs back in, runs across the street, and he does do some, Halloween Night to Stay Carpenter type shot there.
yeah.
And then she drives off, and then later on you find her all messed up on the beach. I'm like, what happened to her?
Exactly.
I
It's
was
like,
like,
"Oh, crap, this movie's gonna be crazy."
and that's why I'm looking forward to when they bring the sequel out. They follow.
Oh, man, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that
I
because
hope,
it's I hope it's good, but it's been
yeah,
such a long
but
time, so I don't
it
know if
does. But
it'll
that's why at the same time I am excited. But do these films always need a sequel? Because it's a good original film on its own too. So,
Yeah, yeah. So we'll have
but
to see when that
we'll
comes out.
see. We'll see. It's because David. Just hopefully they can do something cool with it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's all I pray for. Hey, Gene, welcome in. Um, I'm gonna go with the next one in the 70s. It's actually um Halloween 1978's Bob kill. Not every kill needs gore. It's
Yes,
just it just shows you how strong Myers is. Bob's, looking for Linda. Thinks Linda's pulling the prank on him, and he opens the door. Michael just comes in, charges and pushes him against the
yes.
wall, lifts him up, and shows how strength he is with one arm, and just staples him against the wall with the knife and this does that head tilt, but it was very brutal. But you didn't need to see any gore though.
Iconic. That is an iconic kill.
Yeah, and then you got Nick Castle just doing this with the head tilt and just staring at him.
Oh, that's it's
Yeah,
creepy.
it's very creepy.
It's like that's the kind of thing a puppy does. Why is this murderer doing that?
And that's what separated Myers because you don't know why he's doing that. So
yeah,
I just thought that's a cool because not every kill needs to see blood and gore, but it was like that's already brutal enough just watching it that.
and that must be like a strong knife too, a strong knife and a long one to have to go all the way through someone's body.
Because he just does this and he's
Right.
stuck on the wall.
Like, geez, y'all have like a sword in the kitchen. How long is this knife?
Yeah, hanging there. I'm like, how strong is that knife holding him up there? But yeah, because he lifts him up on the wall too with one arm.
Oh gosh.
And we're supposed to think he's just a normal person. That's evil. It's like, oh.
Do you think Michael Myers is a normal human, or does he have something supernatural about him? I'm undecided.
I will say this: it's not the California stuff. That's not who he is. But I think that's what makes him more scary. Because you don't want to explain him too much, and that's what it will take away from him. So just let our imagination think why he does what he does, and that makes it more scarier, I think.
Yeah. I'll agree with that.
I think it goes both ways. It could be either way, but I think you don't really want to really know why. So just take away it from him then. So then he becomes every other slasher at that point. So
that's very true. That's very true.
So what's your next one?
This one. So like Terrifier, I don't want to pick a favorite of kills in Sinister. But if I had to pick a favorite one in Sinister, it's not the lawnmower scene. I know everyone says that it's not the lawnmower scene.
I know what you're thinking, though. I know what you're going with.
Oh, do you? For me, it's Pool Party.
Yes.
Yes, I have a fear of drowning and like not being able to breathe. And when oh my God, I saw this in theaters when it came out. And from the beginning, it was every single one of those tapes is horrifying. They're so scary. And with the music that plays behind it, it's like a nightmare on screen. But Pool Party for me was like, I don't know, do I need to leave the theater? Because this is a lot.
Yeah, that whole movie is creepy and scary as it is.
Yeah.
And one of the best movies that Scott Derrickson's ever done with Ethan Hawke. That scene when he's watching on the projector and it's doing that classic old trajectory and to see these people, with taped and tied to those lawn chairs wherever they are.
Yeah.
And then you see the rope, they just get pulled into the water.
God.
Each of them at one each time. It's like, and then you're stuck in there and you're drowning. Like you can't do anything.
And that's a long death too. Like all the rest of them, like the hanging one, that probably was long as well, but maybe not as long as drowning. The lighting the car on fire, that's probably going to be quick. The lawnmower scene, that's going to be quick. The slitting people's throats, that's going to be quick. Drowning is not quick. That's like a few minutes. Yeah.
Because it takes a little bit before you do die.
Yeah. And I keep thinking about the actors in that. I heard that they had like a scuba person in the pool with them to like give them air like in between shots. And it's like, I don't even know if I could do that because I don't know.
Yeah, because you're just feeling for the people because they're stuck under the water, strapped to the chair, all taped and tied up to it.
Like, what if they forget about me and I actually drown?
It is nuts. Yeah. Yeah, that is one of the most suffering scenes in a movie.
So. Right. Oh, but it's such a good movie though. I know a lot of people don't like the ending with like all the ghost children, and it's like, it's fine. I can do with or without it. But
I think that was a shocking twist, really.
It was a shocking twist. But man, the whole rest of the movie is like, goodness gracious.
I know we're talking about kills, but when the kid comes out of the box too.
Yes.
You're like, what?
Right.
Hell?
They tried to trick us. We thought it was the boy the whole time when it was really the girl.
Yeah, they switched on you.
They
So
switched it.
and that's way back in 14 years ago now, 2012. Crazy.
Yeah, man. Gosh, it feels like yesterday though.
I know. I just felt like I just watched it back in that not that long, but 14 years.
And I feel like Sinister has aged really well, actually. It hasn't been that long, but like I feel like it's gonna be scary for a good long time.
It'll be like how the other films from the classic films like from the 60s, 70s, 80s that we
Yeah.
all love will still hold up. It'll be one of
Oh
those
yeah.
movies for sure. And we're still getting some new amazing movies now that will hold up too.
Yeah.
So, my next one, well, it's actually it's it's in Psycho, but not the shower scene because that's easily talked about.
Yeah.
It's the scene when the detective goes up the stairs,
Oh yes.
and you do that iconic camera work from the ceiling perspective,
Yeah.
just so they do it so you can't hide who is really just to make sure they make you still think it's actually is the mom still alive.
Yeah.
And when he comes up the stairs, and then that noise comes in, and she comes out of the room and starts stabbing him, and you see the from his perspective the knife, and he's falling backwards, and
That was
he's
such a cool shot.
yeah.
That was so cool. It almost kind of makes me feel like have you ever been in like an IMAX movie or something where the
Yes, I
seats are
have.
like they're really steep and sometimes you feel like you're gonna like fall forward? That's kind of what that scene makes me feel like when he's falling backwards down the stairs. That's a cool scene. I really like how they shot that.
Yeah, and to give you the mystery to show that it could be still the mom when you're still watching it for the first time, way back then too.
I know, way back then, and I feel like if it were filmed any other way, like from straight on or even from behind Norman, dressed as a mom, so we still couldn't see the face. If it were filmed that way, it still wouldn't have been as good. It needed to
Right.
be like top down.
Because they use that same camera work when he supposedly carries her out of the bedroom, puts her
Yeah,
into the basement because they don't want to show that it was actually a skeleton. So
yeah,
that's a cool way. Yeah, I could have mentioned this shower scene because the shower scene is always iconic, but it's that scene going down the stairs is cool
yeah,
too. So I always thought that was a cool kill. And it's brutal because you see that actually the knife swipe his face too,
yeah, yeah,
his head, I think. So and that's cool, especially back in the 1960 doing
yeah.
that
I know,
before.
such a long time ago. It's crazy to think how far horror has come because it's like, man, you could not make the movies that we see today. Back then, you really couldn't. They'd probably arrest that filmmaker for making that.
The only way you can do that now is you have to do it independently and really
Hmm.
fight for it to be made, and that's why I'm impressed with some of these indie filmmakers to really get their stories out there. So,
Yeah.
so what's your next one?
My next one is from Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh
So a
hell
lot
yeah,
a lot of people, man, that's a fun movie. A
it
lot of
is. I mean,
people like the puppet, the shadow puppet on the wall, and that's a good scene. But my favorite from that movie is actually I forget which clown it is because it's been a while since I've seen it, but I forget which clown it is. But they have the police officer as like a hand puppet, and they're
oh
making him talk. That one freaked me out because it was like uh, the fact that he has like makeup and stuff on his face and he's just like staring, just dead eyes, just oh, that was creepy. The shadow puppet wall thing was funny, and I
oh
did
one
I did
one
like
when
that.
it looks like it eats
Yeah.
them.
That was funny to me, and I did like it a lot. But the scary one was the police officer as a hand puppet.
That is a really cool one, especially how they make him the officer look when he's using him as a puppet.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I can't remember who the clown is, but it's the
Yeah.
bigger one.
Yes.
That is a good one. I will add too. I do love what Shorty does in that movie too.
Shorty.
Remember, because he comes in with the bike, and
Mhm.
those bikers, and they start taunting him, and they destroy the bike, and he jumps up, and you can hear him say, "Put up your dukes. What are you
Yes.
gonna do? Knock my block off?" And then he punches him, and his head goes flying off.
It flies off, and I think it lands in a trash can, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Someone says.
and when the bikers go, "Damn!"
Yep.
They all scatter off. He's like, put up your dues. Come on.
Oh man, Killer Clowns is such a fun movie.
It is a fun movie. I'm gonna be doing that watch party with Brett, man, from Good Real Hunting in a couple weeks.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Oh yeah, that whole movie is just classic '80s nostalgia.
Yes.
So,
And I love its theme song. I actually have like a Halloween and horror movie song playlist on Spotify and that song is on there and it's my jam. I love listening to it.
oh, that song is iconic. How they
Yes.
created that, especially at the end with the pie flies on them, and then it kicks off the credits.
Yeah.
Killer Yeah, it's classic.
I wish we did that more often with movies, make like a whole theme song to
They
it.
used to do that. They used to do that for credits. But now
Yeah.
I wish they would go back to just a whole theme song just for the credits. That it just comes
We need to bring it
awesome.
back.
End it with people just rocking to music after the movie's done.
Yes.
So yeah, that whole movie. I think all the kills in that movie are
Yeah.
awesome in their own right. So, um, my next one. This is the it's the this is where sci-fi really started to get really really cool, especially after Star Wars. It's an Alien, not the stomach scene,
Okay.
but it's this it's I think it's the kill when those little things grab your face.
Yes.
Those head huggers type
Yes.
aliens. Yeah.
Oh, again, with the not being able to breathe, it's like, I don't like that at all.
No. I'm like, that is I was like, for coming in your face and you're dead like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, and seeing how, like, in later movies, seeing, they expanded on face huggers where you can actually see, like, the thing go down their throat.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh, knowing now that that's what's happening, it's like, "No, no, thank you. I don't want that."
No, because I'm just like, I can't imagine how that feels with that on your face like that.
Oh, I don't know, and just knowing that you cannot get it off because if you cut it, it'll bleed acid, like, there's
Yeah.
no saving you.
It's gonna acid you even if your heart can breathe under there.
Right, but honestly, at that point, someone please cut it open and just kill us both because I don't wanna end up with a chest burster. I don't know what's worse.
Oh yeah, that chest burster scene's iconic too, because they don't even tell the actors that it was gonna happen. That's why they like,
Yeah.
what? So yeah, the head hugger kill was I was like, you can't breathe with that.
Oh, I don't like it.
That's when they really started improving sci-fi type movies.
Yeah. I need to watch more alien movies, not just Alien, but, like, aliens in general movies. I don't
All the
know.
rest, yeah,
Yeah, well, all the rest, but also other movies not in that
other
series that have to do with
right
aliens.
that have to
I don't
do with space and alien
Yeah,
type.
I don't
Yeah,
really watch that many, but I should. I should get into it.
yeah. There's some other cool ones that people don't talk about. So,
Yeah.
so what's your next one?
It's funny that I say I don't watch alien movies, but I just recently I just recently watched The Blob. I watched both the original 50s one and then I watched the 80s one. Because I had seen like bits and pieces of both of those, but never the whole thing, just all the way through. So I watched them recently, and in the 80s Blob, there's one scene that sticks out in my mind, that I remembered. I had seen the scene before, and again, I forget his name, but the boyfriend, his whole body just gets trapped in the blob, and he's like reaching out to the girlfriend,
Oh,
and you can like see his face through it. And it's oh my gosh, that has like stuck with me. That's why I wanted to rewatch it. 'Cause I'm like, I want to see like what happens all the rest of the movie. But I can't imagine just being dissolved and eaten alive by some jello monster. I don't know.
well, that movie, the '80s movie, is definitely one of the better remakes.
It is. It's a great remake. It really is. And I will say I I don't know if it's because it's newer or because there are a lot more effects. But I will say it's better than the original one for sure.
I will say they took the original and really proved on it and made it even
Yes.
better. So
Yes.
Especially a young Shawnee Smith before she was in Saw was in that movie.
Right. I didn't realize she was in there, and I'm like, hey, I know her.
Yeah, there's another good effect. Is it down the sink?
Yes.
Is good, pretty cool too.
Yeah, all the effects in there are like, man, this is really good. Now, I will say, and I did a short like video review on it. I will say that near the end, when the blob is like huge, you can tell, like, I don't know if it was like in 3D when they first showed it or something, but you can tell there's like an outline for the blob. There's that, but all the rest of the effects are really, really good. They really are.
Yeah, I think they really made the blob look good, and all the effects are just amazing in that movie too.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
surprised people don't talk about it more because the effects are great.
oh yeah. Speaking about effects, my next actually kills is all the it's all the kills that are in John Carpenter's The Thing. What
Yeah,
Rob Bottin did for that movie,
how can I forget any of those? Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
especially the scene when he goes for he goes to revive him and then his arms
Yes.
gets bit off by the stomach.
Yeah. Did you know they used a double amputee for that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that little bit of trivia there.
Those facts still hold up to this day.
Oh, they definitely do. Probably like some of the best effects like ever. I'm trying to think. Are they better than Jurassic Park? I don't think they are, but they're like, if Jurassic Park is here as like that's my number one for effects,
But
the thing is like right here. It's so close. It's up
I
there.
think I think they would be in people's top 5
Oh,
movie
for sure.
effects.
They would definitely both be in the top 5.
Oh yeah, top 5 effects that still holds up too.
Yeah.
Especially the scene when I don't when the thing transfers into this creature from the dog creature to the whatever
Yeah.
creature it becomes. I'm like,
Yeah.
geez. And even the blood sample scene is very intense too.
It is. It is. I think my favorite scene in the thing is they chase again, I don't remember this character's name, but they chase the guy outside and he's like mid transformation and like one hand is all kind of weird and he's like
Yeah.
screaming and like looking at looking at everybody and they just light him on fire. That I think that one was probably my favorite.
Yeah, at that point, because they're in the middle of nowhere. It's all cold. They're isolated, and letting their minds get to them.
Yeah.
And at that point, they don't even know what to do. It's genius.
I mean, who would know what to do?
No, especially that's the first thing you ever saw, that type of thing. Like, what
Right.
is this thing?
Right.
So your next one.
So it's been like 20 some years since I've seen this movie, so I'm lacking a little bit on specifics, but in Resident Evil, the very first one, there
2002, yeah.
yeah, oh man, that was such a long time ago. There's a laser hallway and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
going through the laser hallway trying not to get cut by the lasers and they're like, you know, jumping over stuff and don't get cut by the lasers and then you think they can get through it, but the last guy, the lasers instead of just doing like one line at a time, it forms like this grid, so there is no possible way that you can get through
Avoid
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just cuts them all up.
Yeah, that was shocking. Especially
Right.
I was still a kid at that point, still watching that. And now I'm in my 30s. But back in 2002, that was because I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and I watched it with my cousins that night when they rented it. And seeing that's the scene I walked into before I watched the full thing later on. That's the thing where I walked into and where he got where the Red Queen says, just basically says "F you" to him and says,
Yeah.
"You're dying no matter what."
Yep.
And then in his body parts, the way they fall off
They kind
too.
of just like cube off in little body part cubes.
Yeah, body part cubes. That was nuts.
Yeah, don't ask me anything else about that movie because I do not remember, but I do remember the laser hallway.
Yeah, that was actually a memorable kill of that movie.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's one of the better ones out of that Paul W. Anderson series. Speaking about body parts that come off, is the opening scene to Ghost Ship.
Oh my god, that's so funny because that was gonna be my next one. Yeah, the opening scene from
Well, we
Ghost
both,
Ship.
well, we both can just talk about it then, because they're all having a party on the ship. The rope just breaks and it just goes
Yeah.
through people, and you don't know what happened, and people are just standing there until people's body parts just start falling
They're
off. You're like, oh,
they're cut in half. People are cut in half from the head. People have got arms cut off. It is wild. And that's again like Resident Evil. I saw that really young. When did that movie come out? Like 2000. It was
Ghost,
early 2000s.
Ghost Ship.
Yeah.
I think that was 2001, I believe, maybe
I don't
2002.
remember, but it was around the same time. So it was wild seeing that. And it's like, oh my God, everyone's dead.
Let me just search that up for a minute, because I know
Yeah, what
Resident Evil was 2002. I know that, but Ghost Ship was the same year. Then it was in
wow,
2002.
okay.
There we go. Never mind. Wow, they both in the same year.
Yeah. And I Ghost Ship 2 is one of those movies that people don't think is the best, but I feel like every time I go back and look at it, because I've seen it a few times, every time I go back and look for it, I just kind of have like this nostalgic feeling for the early 2000s, and I do like it. It's a nice movie. Like all of it is not perfect, but some of the kills in there are really good, and I liked how uh a lot of the people on the boat were revealed as ghosts. And yeah, I like that movie, but that beginning scene is top notch. That's like a S
Yeah,
tier opening.
yeah, because after that, the movie doesn't come as close to that. But
Yeah,
yeah, I see. I can. Yeah, but that scene is top tier. I'm like, what a way to opening a movie. It's to set
I
the tone for the rest
know.
of the movie. So I'm like, geez.
And then they
Uh,
even call back to it later on in the movie. So it's like it's cool to see how and why all of that happened. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, that's definitely one of the best openings to a movie in general. So, um, I'm gonna go to Scream, and it's Drew Barrymore's kill.
Yeah, I feel like that's another opening that it's like, holy crap, they killed him this early.
Yeah, and how that whole scene starts off, she's just having a normal night. Obviously, she was gonna have her boyfriend with her,
Yeah,
and then she gets this normal strange, this normal call. She thinks it's just someone got the wrong number until this person calls her back and starts talking to her, and then says, "I'd like to know who I'm looking at." What did you say? I'd like to know who I'm talking to. That's not what you said. What you think is, and then it just goes sinister from there. And then after that, he breaks her voice box, so she
yeah.
can't even talk on the phone. And then you just see her hanging from the tree with her parents screaming, and then you're like, "Oh, that's just brutal."
Right, right. It's crazy. And it's so funny looking back at that now because it's like, first of all, I don't pick up phone calls from people I don't know. So there's that. But also, if someone said the other thing to me is like, how could they have gotten in your house? Do you not lock your doors? Like, I don't understand. I
Well,
I lock my doors. there's
well,
there's there's that.
they do
And
break
then
the window to get in there, I think.
okay, well yeah. So there's that, but then also as soon as someone says like, "Oh, I can see you," pretty much, I'm hanging the phone up and we're gonna
And
call the
call the
police.
police. That's what she should have did, but
Right,
obviously.
right. And if they said like, "Oh, we have your boyfriend, we have your husband," it's like, I don't believe you. I'm gonna call the police.
So she's saying, "Who's there?" You never say who's there.
No, you're
Are
asking
you
for it.
the
You're
fresh?
asking to be
That's what come.
murdered.
The way Ghostface, Roger L. Jackson said, "You might come out here, check a strange noise or something." Yeah, it's more of a game, really. Can you handle that? Blondie. It's it. That whole scene, that whole dialogue between her and Ghostface is just genius. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
"Don't you hang up on me ever again."
It's like, "Nope, I'm gonna hang up right now."
Yeah. So I just thought what they do to her and how they get her hanged up on that tree to begin with.
It is gruesome though, and it's like, man, I can't even imagine like parents coming home and seeing that. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it is brutal and gnarly.
And now that I think about it, like I know they talk about it at school after that, but like considering how messed up she was and how brutal that kill was and how she was found, you would think they would have like, I don't know, like closed the school for a day, or like I don't know, because if that kind of stuff happens nowadays, they might close school for a day. They might have like a grief counselor or something. It would be all over the news, like how brutal it was. But it's like they kind of just like, oh, she died. That's it.
And have the reporters there, and they also still let them go through class.
Right,
Um,
right.
Obviously, that's what's in the script, but in reality, they would definitely have closed the school down.
Oh, yes, yes, they definitely would.
Yeah, because they allow the because Sydney even looks into the desk where Casey was sitting usually in
Yeah.
class. So
And
she's missing.
and even then I feel like they would have like taken the desk out even. I don't know. They would have they were all too relaxed about this very insane murder.
Yeah, but that was for sure. That whole movie is great in itself because that's just the genius of Wes Craven and
Yeah.
Kevin keeping that mystery going.
Yeah.
But yeah, reality they would have. But yeah, it just amazes me how because and there's the classmates that knew her, and one of them technically did date her for a little bit.
Right, right.
So yeah, I just thought that the way how that kill transitions, how it starts, and how she gets killed is very brutal. So
Yeah.
your next one.
My next one, it's another series called Final Destination.
Oh, here we
And
go.
because there are so many kills, I'm just going to name a few of my favorites from throughout the series. So it's funny because I think based on what I picked, the Final Destination 3 is probably my favorite. I don't know why, but I have the tanning bed
Oh
scene
yeah.
from Final Destination 3, the nail gun scene from Final Destination 3. I have the MRI machine from Bloodlines,
Oh yeah.
the gymnastics scene from Final Destination, so Final Destination 5. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
the from the very first Final Destination, I have at the very end when they're in Paris and that sign falls down and like kills everybody at the end. So I think those are my top Final Destination kills.
You just those are really brutal ones for
Yes.
sure. Since you already chose those ones, I'm gonna choose the one where I think Sean William Scott's character gets his head, I think,
Yes.
slit off was pretty brutal. Yeah, the MRI, also the lawnmower scene with the uncle in Bloodlines
Yes.
was
Yes.
shocking. Um, Also gotta say the roller coaster type kills at the beginning
That
was
was a good
pretty
one.
brutal, pretty brutal. Um, in two, um, I can't remember if I'm picturing the scene right. It's the glass elevator.
Yes, yes, it
Yeah,
was, so there is an elevator scene, but there's a glass scene because 'cause they're, like, at a construction site and the piece of
yeah,
glass falls on the kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
and kills them.
Yeah.
I have to watch it again because I have all of them, that whole collection, and then
Yeah.
Bloodlines, of course. But yeah, those kills are very. I think every single movie has its at least one memorable kill you will talk about.
At least one, and I was trying to think of, okay, my least favorite is 4,
I think a
but
lot of people's ours is four, but there's still people that do love, and that's awesome. Either
yeah,
way,
yeah, that's awesome. I get it. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just the other ones. When you're comparing it to the other the other
it's
5,
it's
it's
not.
hard.
It is hard because it's not as strong, and it looks like a
Yeah,
TV movie.
it does. Yeah. I think that's it. It looks like a TV movie.
Yeah, and yeah, especially how great the production was and the style of the other films and how great those ones were shot. And then they go to 4. I'm like, why did you go
Yeah.
shoot it like this
Because
compared to
it
the
was
other
in
one?
3D. That's
Yeah,
why.
I get it, but they can still make it look good though. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
that's true.
But either way, yeah.
Not enough
Um,
people go to NASCAR to be able to relate to it, I guess.
that I will say that NASCAR scene is crazy. Oh, even though that movie's not great, it still has some couple of cool moments in there.
Yeah, so there's that, and then I think the one that I can remember most of all from 4 is the guy that gets his intestines sucked out in the pool.
Oh,
It
I
was
know.
just
That's nuts.
it was just ridiculous. Like, what?
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, even the kill in the first one, it's before Devin Sawa character runs out of the house. How she gets her death is nuts as well.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm like, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is.
How that scene plays out. And even the guy in the bathroom when he gets
I
somehow
know.
gets hung by that thing somehow. I'm like, oh,
Do you know what that string is?
what? I can't remember.
That string, some people have it in their bathrooms, and I know some hotels have it. It's actually a drawstring to dry your clothes, like how people would do on a clothesline outside. You can do that in your bathroom. Some people have this little knob with a string on it, and you take it and
Yeah.
draw it over to. There's like a little part on the other side that you can put it, and you can hang stuff on it. It's kind of like an old thing. Like I've never seen one in real life, but I know what they are, and it's like how weird that you have that in your bathroom.
And how he slips and gets somehow hanged by it is funny.
Yeah,
Not funny, but like,
it, it
how?
it was kind of funny.
It is pretty funny. And it's like, how did you get yourself in that situation?
I don't know.
It's pretty
I
crazy. Yeah.
will say something else. I can't remember where I saw this, but someone was talking about how that kill in particular, at the end of it, there's like some liquid, like soap or something on the
Yeah.
floor, and it goes out, but at the end of the kill, it kind of like gets sucked back in somewhere. And they're like, why is Death trying to hide his tracks? Like, no one knows that it's Death coming to kill everybody. Why
Look
would it
over that.
matter?
Yeah, really. They still wouldn't. They would still think it was him suiciding.
Yeah, so I never thought about that, but I'm like, you're right. Why did it like go back to
Oh
wherever
yeah,
it was coming
because the
from?
liquid just went away.
Yeah, it's like what?
It's like people are not gonna know anyway. They still think it was just whatever.
Right. And it
So
like never happens again. That's the only time.
definitely 100%. Yeah. Yeah, those Final Destination movies. I was amazed that Final Destination Bloodlines made a huge
Oh,
comeback, especially after a series that was gone for so long and it's come back with a really good movie. So
yeah, and it was very sad to see Tony Todd.
yes. Yes, it definitely was. And especially the director allowed him just to say what he wanted to the fans
I
at the end.
know. I know.
That was cool that he still did that.
Yeah, I'm glad he did. It was a
Nice
nice
send off.
send off. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, because I actually had a friendship with him off screen. It was pretty cool. Because I reached out to him for an interview one time, but then that's when he started getting sick. But we
Yeah.
still talked off screen here and there, and it was pretty cool. I got to have that moment with him. But no, but yeah, and now they're and of course studios now because they made money, they're gonna make another one.
I know, and it's like, oh, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, of
Well,
course, I would love to see it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know.
I get it, it made money, but put the story and characters first and give us a good movie, and you will make your money. So,
Right, right,
yeah,
exactly.
so that's how it should be. But that studios figure money signs first.
Yeah,
Not every studio, but certain ones. So yeah, all those kills in Foundation Nation. There's so many ones you could just talk about because there's some great stuff and great
yeah.
openings, great kills, and yeah. Um, so my next one is in Wes Craven's Deadly Friend. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. What happens?
Oh well, I'll explain to you. So it's Christy Swanson's. She's the lead character in that movie, and I don't want to spoil it too much. but
You can, I was gonna say you can spoil it for me. I don't mind.
Okay, so the main guy has this the main kid in the movie has this friend robot that he has around named BB. And then he befriends this girl next door that he starts having a relationship with that has abusive father who's an alcoholic and abuses his daughter. And one night he pushed her down the stairs, so she snaps her neck, and the kid tries to bring her back and puts a chip in her and brings her
Oh,
back. But unfortunately, she turns evil and starts killing people.
of course she does.
And Ramsey's in the movie, and she plays this mean neighbor that steals that accidentally their basketball went into her yard and she keeps it. So Christy Swanson's character goes there, gets in a tangle with her, throws her against the wall, grabs the basketball, and throws it at Ramsey's head, and it explodes. Amazing practical effects. It's actually
I
all
love
practical.
that. Anytime there's heads exploding, I love it.
Yeah, she throws the basketball at her head and then it explodes. I remember when Slarland Movie Podcast showed that to Dave McRae, and his reaction was awesome. So yeah, and then that's what actually got me to watch that movie, and that was pretty cool. And it's I think one of the most underrated Wes Craven movies that people should check out more.
I've never heard of it. I'm gonna have to go watch it.
Yeah, it's definitely a friend. I definitely recommend it. So.
Okay.
It's just pretty funny. She throws the basketball, but you don't expect her head to explode. So that just shows you, and it's all practical, which I like. So yeah, that kill, it just shows you what when a real good makeup effects artist puts their passion into effect and make it look amazing.
Yes.
Compared to CGI. So.
See, CGI can be useful. It
when
can
you use
be
it
good.
right,
Using it right, yeah. Practical should always be first. CGI should be there to help.
Just to help you here and there when you need it, but it should be all mostly practical for most part.
Right. It just looks better.
Yeah, when you do full CGI, I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, that kill and Deadly Friend was very memorable to me.
Okay.
Your next one.
So I only have 2 left. Otherwise, I got to start thinking of new ones. So one, you sparked this idea because you showed me the thumbnail, and I'm like, oh my god, how could I forget about this? From 13 Ghosts.
Oh yeah.
What is he, a lawyer? I think, or a real estate agent? He's something. He gets caught in between glass panes and gets sliced in half.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And I'm like, yeah, that's a cool kill. And then you see like he gets sliced in half, like, so you can still, he doesn't look like he's hurt at all, but obviously he is. And just like his front half just slides down the glass and you can see all his insides.
Oh yeah.
That was a great kill.
That is a great kill. I always love how each of the ghosts look in that movie.
Oh my god, I love them.
Even Matthew gets a memorable kill because he gets his back snapped.
Yes, he does. Have you heard about them making some kind of series or something with all the ghosts?
With all the ghosts? I have heard about that. Yes, it's always.
I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard anything since then. I heard it's happening, but I haven't heard what.
Okay, I was just wondering because I'm like, you got to tell me if you know anything, but I'll
definitely let you know if I do find out.
Please do, because
that's always been the talks for a long time.
Man, for those of you who don't know, the DVD special features for 13 Ghosts had little, like, a few minute long backgrounds about all the ghosts, and they are wild stories, and it's so much more like background and context, and it makes the movie so much cooler knowing what these ghosts were in real life. So I hope they do it justice if they ever get to actually making it.
100%. Yeah. They should, if it's still happening or not. So
yeah.
So my next one, it's when Adam Green was able to make his very first film with Hatchet. And it's when the older lady tries to run after her husband gets killed, and he grabs her by the face, and the whole camera turns around and rips her face out.
I love when faces get ripped, like mouth first. They're so cool. Yeah. I think that's just such a brutal way to go because it's like not a way that you would think to kill someone right away. It's like, oh my God, I can't imagine getting your head ripped in half. Like, how do you even do that? That's like taking an apple and ripping it in half this way. Like, how do
Yeah.
you do that?
You've seen Primate this year, haven't you?
Yes, yes,
That,
I
that's
did.
that's a prime example of that.
Yes,
Especially the opening when he rips the face, and then
oh
and
my
then the
God.
guy on the bed where he rips the jaw.
Man, I saw Ben putting his fingers in the mouth. I said, "Oh no, I know this is gonna be bad."
I'm like, I can see where this is going. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
But yeah. Um, but Hatchet is a prime example of effects before even Terrifier did it. All those kills
Yes.
in those movies, I think, are great.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Yeah.
Um,
I
so
have I
your
have
next one.
one more. I have one more, and that is from House on Haunted Hill, 1999. And
Uh,
my favorite kill in that whole movie is when the TV host lady goes down in the basement with their camera and she sees ghosts on her camera but nothing in real life, and then the ghosts see her and she dies. They like come and get
oh,
her. Yes.
yes. You know, I always loved the original one, but I also have a huge soft spot for the remake as well. I think it's a
It
good
is so
remake.
good.
Yeah.
I saw that movie way too early and it scared the crap out of me. Like it still does. That movie is so scary to me.
And it makes and it does what a remake should do its own thing, but still honor the original, what the original did. And it
Yes.
did its own thing. And Jeffrey Rush, I thought, did a good job honoring
Yes.
what Vincent Price's character did.
Oh, for sure. I loved that. I love how he was trying to be
'Cause they even
Vincent
made
Price in
him
his own
look
way.
similar to Vincent Price. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, I love that." And, I will say, Jeffrey Combs, playing the doctor, he did really good too. He was very scary, and I met Jeffrey Combs at a convention a few years ago, and he signed my DVD of House on Haunted Hill, and he said, "The doctor will see you now," and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's just the coolest thing ever."
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool. That's very cool.
yeah.
Um, they even have the one who played Jean Grey in that movie because she plays the wife to Jeffrey Rush's character.
Famke Jensen, that's her
Yeah,
name.
that one. Yeah, did awesome too.
Yeah.
They even had the guy who played in Night of the Roxbury, not
Chris
Wilford
Kattan.
Bridgerton. Yeah, he was in it too. They had a good cast for that
They
movie.
did, they really did. I love that whole movie. A lot of it was practical. I will say that like big amalgamation ghost at the end didn't look great because that was CGI, but all the rest of it was like really it was really scary.
And they almost had the Final Destination moment at the beginning when he teased it like the elevator was going to fall down,
Yes,
and then
yes.
it ends up being a joke.
Yeah. That was a cool opening too, I think. It sets you up for the whole rest of the movie. Um I also think it's fun that that roller coaster is the Hulk at Universal Orlando.
That
It's a
is,
roller
yes,
coaster, and I've been on that roller coaster, and I'm like, that is so cool. That is the same thing.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. So I'm going to talk about a kill. It's in House of Wax from 2005.
Oh yeah.
It's when he uses the
The
cutting
shears.
shears and cuts his head off.
Oh my god, that whole movie is crazy.
Yeah. And even when they throw it like a javelin at Paris Hilton's character too, and she slides down it.
Yeah. I love that part. I think my favorite kill from House of Wax is actually I don't even know if you could count this as a kill or not because like did he die from this? I don't know. One of the characters is already like in wax, and I
Oh,
think someone's trying to help him.
Jared
Yes,
Palecki's character, yeah.
yeah, and like a piece of his cheek gets ripped off, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I can't even imagine. And all he can do is sit there and just like cry because it hurts so bad.
I think because I think he was dead. I think, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah, I'm like, do we count him as dead? I don't know, but
I think he was, especially he's in that place and he's already been messed up and he's probably can't even breathe in the wax. And then
yeah.
he comes in, tries to help him, makes it even worse. And of course,
Oh,
that place does catch on fire, so I think he
yeah.
did die in the fire too.
Okay, we'll say that's a death scene then.
But that's
That's a
he already
great
did.
movie.
That's a good movie. I think that movie's creepy, and it also gives you a sense there might have been another brother part of that situation.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you think about all those victims, all those wax figures are all their victims from even before the film.
Right, that's all people. Oh my god. And not only that, but the whole town is wax. Like, how wild is that? The
Yeah,
entire town.
and just so everyone knows, House of Wax is not actually a remake of that. The original House of Wax is actually a remake of Tourist Tourist Trap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it just takes the name only, but it's actually a actual remake of Tourist Trap.
That
So
makes so much sense.
that's why it doesn't even come close to what the original did. It's to,
Oh, see, I haven't seen the original, so I just assumed. Wow. Okay, now I'm gonna go back
so
and
yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
just
have to
uses the
watch all
name
3.
only. It just uses the name
Oh,
only. It's Tourist Trap. That's really a homage to, really.
okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Because everyone's like, yeah, this is not even like well, it's not even a remake of the original. It's actually they just use the name only. It's a remake of Tourist Trap.
Hmm.
Reimaging, if you want to say it that
Yeah.
way.
Wow, the more you know.
Yeah. So you mentioned Terrifier. Let's talk about that whole series for practical effects
All
kills.
right.
Um, first thing that comes to mind is that when we see how the interviewer was so mean to her, and then
Yes.
she comes into her dressing room and kills her.
Yes, which I was not expecting, but holy crap, what a way to introduce a character.
Yeah, because we don't know, because at the beginning you don't realize who this lady is until you find out later on who she was.
Right, right. I love that. I think everyone goes straight to the like cutting in half scene. That's
Well,
like
that's
no,
in
there, which is crazy, but like you see so many other kills throughout the whole series that are more than that. Yeah.
yes, obviously that upside the scene is always going to be an iconic look and how brutal it was. But there's other amazing scenes too, especially the other guy that comes in and works there,
Yeah,
and
he's like
when Art,
fumigating or something.
yeah, comes in and helps the guy, and then when Art picks up his head, it looks so realistically,
Mhm.
and even the one that we thought was going to be the final girl until it switches,
Right.
and and he shoots her.
Yes. Right, which is like, I wasn't expecting that. Like, I thought he was gonna do some weird torture thing, but no, he just takes a gun and shoots her.
And he looks annoyed too when he does it too.
Right.
That's just David Howard Fortin doing his awesome performance.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that's funny.
and even
And
when they couldn't shoot the bullet, he goes and goes and grabs the bullet.
yeah. I think another one that I even forget about is he like skins the homeless woman who was living there and like wears her chest. Oh my god.
No, and he looks so more skinnier than he actually
Yeah.
is, and then he puts it back on and he gets the suit back on and he's all got his bigger again. I'm like,
Right.
he's
Like
doing
what
all
in the
this and
world?
what are we doing here? But it's so good though at the same
It
time.
really is.
Because you think on the floor that it's her, but later on she finds that she's skinned over here and it's actually Art dressed as her there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
What about Terrifier
oh,
2?
well, before we go into Terrifier 2,
Yeah.
remember the pizza people that get killed too? The owners of the
Yes.
place skinned to
Yes.
death because he finds the head and then he gets killed.
I'm not even worried about that. I'm worried about the poop mural that Art likes to do.
Well, he already showed he could do that in All Hallows Eve.
Yes.
That's messed up, but
Uh,
even the guy's like, get the frick out of this
right.
store. And then the guy who has a clean, yeah, I better get halftime for this.
Yep.
Yeah. And even when he does that, Victoria eats her face off.
I know. It's
And
crazy.
then she looks all like that.
Ugh.
But Terrifier 2, though, takes it to even another level.
It really does. And I know off the bat we're going to talk about oh my god, what's her name? Annie, Amy, something with an A in the bedroom. Everyone talks about that. That's a great kill. I love it. I think it's especially funny when Art grabs the bleach and salt. It's like
Ooh,
making it
yeah.
worse. Like you
Throws
didn't
it
have
onto
to
her
do
back.
that.
And it does kind of go on a little long too,
It really does.
but he makes her torch. And in reality, she wouldn't even be alive, still sitting there. Technically,
No, she would be way dead
that
at
was
that
just
point.
torture what he was doing to her. I'm like,
It really
geez.
was. I just watched it like a couple weeks ago, and well, I should say I watched it again a couple weeks ago because I've seen this like 8 million times. But the guy that was working in the costume store, he gets killed too, and he gets like his face bashed in. And I want to bring this up specifically because when I was watching it, looking at the effects now, it almost looks like I'm trying to figure out how they did that because his eyeball is still moving. Like it looks like it's
Oh,
still him. And it's like, how did
yeah,
you get that prosthetic that way for them to be able to like mash up the prosthetic but still have a real person face? It just looked really good. I'm like, how did y'all even do that?
for sure. And that's so funny that whole scene how that starts because
Yeah.
he's taunting Sleana,
Sienna. Yeah.
and he's doing putting all their glasses on
Oh my
and,
god.
and doing the honk and the horn,
That
and
scene
then
was so funny.
especially when he has to act like he's buying stuff, and it's like, "Sir, what are you doing?" And he keeps taking the money out, and then the cash register guy gets mad at him, and he goes,
Yeah.
and then he just grabs him and then starts chopping his neck off and
Oh,
everything.
I love that scene so much.
When he does that smile.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, it's just genius how he just does that. It's just how because you have to play a character that doesn't talk, but
Yeah,
use your facial expressions to be funny, but at the same time be scary and creepy and all that. That's just
right.
good acting from what David does as that character.
Right, for sure. I will say another funny scene in Terrifier 2 is after he kills Sienna's mom and
With
they
that blow of
and
the
they come
head.
back with the mashed potatoes and he's like serving them mashed potatoes. I'm like, did Art sit here and make mashed potatoes?
I don't. Yeah, it was me doing mashed potatoes. Yeah, I don't know that whole scene is pretty crazy. Um, yeah, and then the scene, um, the scene where he, even at the beginning when they finally show what he does to the coroner
Yeah.
and how he kills him, and even the scene, the guy shouldn't even woke up at the laundromat when you find the mops on his head.
Yep. Yeah,
Good
I don't
stuff.
know if I would have stayed in that laundromat if I just woke up and saw this naked man. Like, I don't know, maybe he didn't have time to escape. I don't know. But if I woke up and saw that, I think I would go and take a walk for a little bit. I'll come back later.
I'm like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Art got him too.
Yeah.
So, um, what other memorable kills are in that movie? I'm trying to remember now. Oh, what he does to the guy's private part, just nuts.
Oh yeah. I knew that was coming. As soon as he stepped out to pee, I knew that was coming. I'm
I
like,
was,
yep.
yeah, that you're gonna be gutted there.
Oh
So,
yes.
and even Theana's friend gets brutally murdered too.
Yeah, in the bathroom. Oh man, what a way to go.
Yeah, and then even what happens after the fact when you find that Victoria's stuck in that institution type, whatever asylum type place, wherever it is,
Yeah.
and then you find out that his head gets rebirthed.
That whole ending is crazy.
It is nuts, yeah. And then we get to 3. What was your memorable kill of that movie?
Oh, see, I've only seen 3 once, so I'm trying to remember the other kills besides the bathroom shower scene where the guy gets chainsawed in half.
Oh, yeah.
Man, what else happened? So we have
Oh,
the Christmas tree scene where
oh, yeah,
Sienna's
because
just getting beat up. Oh,
Oh, he even kills a kid off screen in that opening at the Christmas.
Yes, yes, he
He comes and
does.
kills the brother. Remember? 'Cause she thought it was the sister coming
Yes.
in,
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
and even kills the husband next to the wife in the bed there too.
Which was crazy.
And I think even the mall scene was nuts because remember they open up the kid opens up
The present, it's
the gift
I
wrap and
forget
then
what
it
it's.
explodes.
Yes. Man, oh my God. Can you imagine like just being a mall Santa and then it's just an explosion?
I don't know why, but Art did look cool in a Santa suit. Though
He
I will
did look
say
good. Yeah.
it fit his character. And Scary Movie made fun of that scene later on in
I
six.
still haven't seen Scary Movie.
Oh,
I gotta see it.
well, I'll just let you watch it. I'm not going to say nothing. But it does make fun of that scene in a way. So, yeah, that chainsaw psycho scene is crazy, but he also makes her because she always wanted to see the killer in the eyes, and he does make sure she looks him in the
Yes.
eye.
Yes.
Here's the killer, and he's so. Um, even the rat scene in the final act when they stuff
Yes.
it down her throat.
I'm trying to think. I know that there's the thought that rats will do that, but do they really? Would they really like bury themselves into you? Because they did something similar in Sinister 2. That was one of the tapes.
I don't really know, but I want to find out either.
Oh, that's very true. I don't even want to. I don't even want to
'Cause
be anywhere in that vicinity.
I'm surprised I've seen it. That scene is when the froze. I'm like trying not to, because it takes me a lot to really get gross of something. But I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm eating. I'm like, holy hell!
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's this. Let's not start this now. Keep it going.
Like
But it was brutal.
I like rats. I've had pet rats
Right.
and they're so cute and cuddly. I know a lot of people don't like them and I understand why, but
Well, they don't
it
bother me either. But
oh yeah,
yeah,
they well, I should say pet rats don't bother me. Like
but
city rats, that's a
city rats.
different
Yeah, that's a different. That's
that's a
right.
different
Yeah,
thing.
city rats. No,
Oh yeah, no. But man, imagining one just like crawling down your esophagus.
I don't
No,
want to.
I don't want that.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
You know, yeah, and I just think, and I can't wait to see what Terrifier 4 does with that effects.
right.
What else can they do with what art can do?
Exactly. Like how much further can we go? This is going to be crazy.
And I think it's cool that they're gonna let the fourth one be the final one for now, and then eventually go back to art and do something else. So
Yeah. I I don't know how to feel about that. Of course, I love Terrifier. I love art. I would love to see a million movies with art in it.
that's
But
why I'm happy
I
they're taking a break. Yeah,
yeah, I do feel that it needs to stop before it gets like not fun anymore.
yeah,
Because people need to realize some films need to realize when they need to stop.
yes. Certain ones do need to stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Kill I forgot to mention. That's just coming to me now. It's from The Burning. Have you seen The Burning?
No. What
Oh,
happens?
it's when the killer comes out of the raft and it's Tom Savini's effects and he kills comes not come out of the raft, but comes out of the canoe and kills everybody on the raft and it's amazing Tom Savini's effects.
I don't know why, but I imagine a lot of Tom Savini things being about canoes. I don't know why. Just it
But
gives
a lot
that
of his stuff
vibe.
end up being like camps.
Yeah.
Even like, cause look at even when he did Kevin Bacon's Killing Friday.
Yeah.
That is now that's talk about effects. Cool.
Yes.
And making that look cool.
Yeah. And that movie though, I feel like needs to be viewed on like a really old like a VHS tape because now in the age of 4K and all this, it's like you can tell it's fake. It's a lot better if you watch not
Watch
so
it the
nice.
original way, the
Yeah.
original way.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially especially now you can tell with the when Pamela gets her head cut off, Mrs. Voorhees, and
Yeah.
you see the hairy
The
fingers.
man hands. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was and even I still think one of his best effects though is when in 4 when he kills Jason when Jason slides down the machete when Tommy
Yes,
hits him.
yes. That's a great kill.
Now that's a cool effect how they did that.
It was. Yeah.
Especially the way the mouth looks when it slides down the
And his
machete.
eyes still, like, looking around. I like that.
That is pretty cool. And he was
Yeah,
definitely one of the masters to ever
for
do it.
sure, for sure.
So, zombie films had some kills that were cool. Have you ever seen zombie films?
I see some of them. I'm not a huge zombie person,
No,
though.
I will say that the one good kill in a zombie film is from Day of the Dead when they rip the guy apart.
Yes, so I have seen that, and so, yes, that one was a
Yeah,
good one.
yeah, that's Tom Savini as well, so he did good job on that. Um, the scene in the Saw films,
Oh
those are good.
god, we can go on forever. Saw is like Final Destination where it's like there's like
Except
10 million kills.
yes, and Saw, especially starting from an independent type film,
Yeah,
as they went on, there's some cool, memorable Saw trap kills that are pretty cool.
for sure, for sure. I think number 1 for me will always be the reverse bear trap.
Oh, that's definitely one of the most memorable ones of
Yeah,
all time.
when I think of Saw, that's the kill specifically that I think of. But I will say my favorite one, it's not a kill though. That's the thing is I think was it Saw 2? It's either 2 or 3 with the needle pit that
Oh,
Amanda gets thrown into. And it's not a kill cuz she doesn't die, but like oh god, I always think about the needles going into like your joint or something like in your elbow or your knee or something.
well,
Oh my god.
what? Because I can handle needles now because they don't bother me.
Yeah.
But I can just imagine, though. I just can't imagine though. A lot of them going into you at once. You're like, oh,
Yeah, yeah, because it's same with me, like, I can handle needles just fine, but yeah, that the
getting thrown into
thought
a pile of them. No,
yeah, no, of course not. Why would I wanna do that?
especially they're not. Especially if they're just getting thrown into you like that, not
Right,
being
like,
used by a nurse or
you
anything.
getting thrown into the pit, not even like, "I'm gonna crawl down slowly," not that, no, someone throws you in.
Yeah, and that guy got to deserve death later on.
Yep,
But
good.
yeah, um, the one it's not really a kill, but it's a good effect. It's when Amanda has to dig into the guy to get the key.
Yes.
The first one,
Yeah.
I thought like, geez, he can't even move because he could just see what she's doing, but she's digging into him, and I'm like, oh, that's just nasty.
That is nasty, but you
Of
know
course,
what? I'm trying to live. I
yeah,
would
she
not
doesn't
have
care. I'm living.
hesitated.
I'm
Right.
living. I just living. That just got a pretty cool effect
Yep.
in this awesome.
I'll just hope that that guy either is a terrible person and did something bad, so maybe I don't have to feel bad about it, or hope that he at least can't feel it, because then I would feel bad.
Same here. Hey, hello, Daniel. Welcome. And he says, I discovered a movie with Tobin Bell from 2023. I think it's about the Americans in a clown hotel. That's interesting.
Yeah, I've never heard about that.
I'm gonna have to check that out for sure. But I appreciate you being here for sure and recommending that film. That's pretty cool. And yeah, and Tobin Bell, you know, he's out there, but phenomenal actor
Yes.
to bring
Yes, he
that,
is.
especially bring John Kramer's character alive. There's this one kill in Saw X. I think it's when she's hanging from the ceiling and she has to hit her ankle.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
God, I was on someone's podcast a while back and we were ranking saw kills and it's like each and every one it's like I wouldn't want to be part of any of these, even
I
the
don't want to
ones
be in
that
that
are
situation.
like at all, and it's like oh man, each one just gets worse and worse.
They do, and I never want to be in that situation. Even Hostel has
Oh
some
my
good stuff.
god, no.
And
Oh
Hostel actually shows you can do a really good story with it and still be brutal, but they have a good story with the characters too with that.
yeah, they do, man. That's been a while since I've seen Hostel. It's been a long time.
Especially Heather Matrazo, how you say her name properly, the one who plays
Uh, I know you're talking about. I don't remember
is
how to say
Randy's
it correctly
sister in
though.
Scream 3. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't know how you say that name properly. I can't remember. But Heather, the one who plays her, she's even I think an upside down type
yeah,
kill too in that movie. And two.
yeah.
But they really picked a good location for those movies to go with for its story too. Very great.
Mhm.
Have you? Oh, and I was talking with a very special person about this. We have you seen the Collector and Collection movies?
I have seen the second one, whatever the second one was. I saw that. I did not see the first one.
Yes, me and Lauren were talking about this. We were we were talking about the nightclub scene.
Yes, yes.
That scene is nuts when it
It
just
is
goes
nuts.
across and kills everybody in that nightclub scene.
Right. Like, what even machine is that? Like, how did he rig that up? But yeah, it's just going through and clawing everybody. And I'm thinking, because I saw this in theaters. Funny enough, I saw it in a theater and I was the only one in the theater. And so it was like especially scary. And right above me, you know how some like office buildings and other like commercial buildings have a drop ceiling where you can like push up a tile and like move it over. It was that kind of ceiling in the theater. And directly above me, mind you, I'm the only one in the theater. Directly above me, one of those tiles is missing. So it was just like this blank hole directly above me, just watching this scary movie by myself.
Yeah, the Collector's great, but that scene, the nightclub scene, was
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah,
So,
that was a great scene. I loved it.
welcome in, Bubba. How are you doing, man? Daniel says, if they was saw the television said no Jigsaw and just original ideas for the series that involves your idea, that's probably the best way to go.
Yeah.
100%. If you don't have Jigsaw, that's the only way to go, really.
Yeah.
And still keep it, what we love about Saw. The Collector movies are great and very underrated. There's supposed to be a third one. We'll see how that goes. So. But yeah, I think all the kills in both movies and those movies are great. But
They are.
that's top notch for me though, that nightclub scene.
It is. And really, like, I've only seen it once, that one time in the theater. So, like Resident Evil, don't ask me any kind of questions because I literally do not remember, but I do remember that nightclub scene.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, how they're gonna top the first one? And well, they did
Yeah.
with that kill. Everybody gets massacred in that scene.
Yes.
And I was like, that could be because it's the same guy who written some of the Saw films.
Hmm.
And I can understand, okay, this scene could be in a Saw film if they wanted to. But yeah, that was pretty cool. It was in the collection.
Yeah.
Um there's a scene in I'm having a problem today. It's the scene in there's a couple kills in the Prowler. There's also Thomas Bean effects. All the kills in there are pretty cool.
Yes.
If you ever
Yes,
seen the
they are.
Prowler,
I have seen it. It's been a while though.
that are some cool kills.
I am really liking getting back into all of these like 80s slashers, ones that I've missed and
That have
ones that I
fallen under the
haven't seen in a
radar.
while. Yeah, yeah, because they're fun to just go back and watch. Like I know I'm not going to be scared by them, but like I don't know, it's just nice to go back to like a simpler time when, we don't have all these like really meta movies where everyone knows you're in a scary movie already and blah blah blah. No, it's just let's just kill some college students. Let's just do that.
100%. Tobin Bell was in Mississippi Burning in pay-per-view in 1988. Awesome.
Oh shoot.
Speaking about good kills, the Evil Dead movies,
Yes.
especially Evil Dead 2013 is prime
Oh
example of that.
man, that movie is so good. I think that is my favorite Evil Dead. Is the 2013 one.
I still think, yeah, that's still my favorite Evil Dead. Especially, I do love all of them, but I do
Yeah.
prefer the more dark,
Yes.
crazy ones, and that's a prime example of that.
Oh yeah, man, that movie is great. That is a fantastic and just blood everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Everywhere.
the nail gun scene. You also
Yes.
got what happens to some of the other people, and then when Mia has to finally step it up and take on them.
Yeah.
Oh, the blood rain and the chainsaws, everything from that beginning to the end is just what do you want from an Evil Dead movie?
Yes, that felt Evil Dead to me.
Yeah, because it was like, it's more like a sequel. It is in the same vein to me. Yeah, it's a remake, but it still could be it's
Yeah.
considered a sequel at the same time.
Yeah.
Because and how they and the premise is great. How they have to stay there too, because they're trying to help her with her withdrawals and everything, and then it just
Yeah.
goes to hell from there.
Yeah.
Some jackass has to read the book again.
I know, right? Like you would think we would learn by now, don't read the Latin in the book. Just don't read it.
You can find it, but just don't read anything that's in that darn thing.
Right. Like, and you know what? It's better if you just don't even touch it at all. Just
No,
leave
just
it
leave it.
there.
If you see an evil book, why bother grabbing it and reading
Yep.
it?
Nope.
Just you can avoid just not touching it.
But you know what's crazy is that guy, if I remember correctly, in the movie, he's like a teacher or something. Can you imagine if he brought that back to the classroom and was reading it?
I could see him doing it too,
Oh,
but
oh yeah, he would. He would. It is
and then
all his fault.
and that's where and then the Evil Dead would have started at the school.
Oh, Evil Dead people, if you ever hear this, you should make that movie and let me know. Credit my idea, please.
There we go. Anyone who's listening can imagine doing an Evil Dead type style movie at a school where he leaves it to a class, and that's where it starts.
Yep. In an alternate universe, it happened.
Yes, it did. So, yes, I have played the Retro Realms Evil Dead game, and I have played actually Evil Dead the game as well. So, but yeah, I have played that Retro Realms side scroller one. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I think Evil Dead 2013 was prime example what an Evil Dead film should be. So,
Yeah, I agree. I haven't seen Evil Dead Burn that's out
okay,
now.
I'll leave it there. But it's a very mean-spirited film. That's all I'll say. That the tone is nuts in this movie.
Yeah, I bet. But yeah, all the rest are kind of fine, and I will give the props to the original. But Evil Dead 2013 is my
Well,
favorite.
same. We can thank Sam Raimi for creating this franchise to begin with.
Yes.
And he's still involved. He's being producer and
Mhm.
make sure it's done right. So
Good.
he's still in the creative process. Him and Robert Tappert. Yeah, Bruce Campbell is not as involved anymore.
Which
He
is
lets
fine.
Sam and Robert handle it more, but he has a little dealing with his cancer
Yeah.
stuff too. But he's still executive producer, but he doesn't not as
Yeah. He
involved as
has
he
an
was.
excuse. It's fine.
Yeah, so he lets Robert and Sam more handle the business part of it. So, yeah, I will say this. Yeah, I just saw Evil Dead Burn last week, and I did my thoughts view on it. So I do recommend you check it out, see what you think of it.
I probably will. I am actually going to be interviewing the composers for the music for it. So I
Oh,
think
really?
it's in my best interest to actually see the movie or at least listen to the soundtrack for it. It'll be a written interview. It won't be like an on video one, but yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
You know what? I just forgot to mention. Nightmare on Elm Street has some pretty cool
Yes.
stuff, especially
Yes,
the
it
Tina
does.
kill.
The Tina kill. I love that one. I think it's so cool how they rotated the set. I love that.
Compared
Because
to
when
the
you
remake.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. See, the thing is, I don't mind the remake. I won't say it's the best, but I did enjoy it.
Nothing wrong with that either. No.
Yeah, but the original one, that was so
Well,
good.
especially at first, you don't even know that she's even dreaming at first. And then
Right,
she
right.
goes into the backyard and he sees Freddy when he chases her down the alleyway and then in front of her. And then he says, "Hey, Tina," cuts off his finger and thinks it's
Yep.
funny. And then goes after her. And then she's just twirling around the room. And the boyfriend can't see Freddy. And then they bunk heads and he gets blamed
Yeah,
for it. It's just genius.
it really is.
Um, yeah, I didn't mind Jackie Haley's
Yeah.
performance as Freddy. I think he's a good actor. I just think you could just give him better makeup. That's all you could have did, not make the way it looked.
See, I kind of like how it looked though, because to me he looked like an actual burn victim, because that's what he is. Like
Right.
I like Pizza Face Freddy, but I also like burn victim Freddy as well.
Awesome.
So I like both of them.
What it should have did instead of trying to be like the original, still do make it its own, but still be Nightmare. 'Cause they tried to recreate scenes, but they just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Really executed it properly.
Yeah, and it's a shame because there were some really cool
Yeah,
things that they
they
did. For example, I always talk about the micro naps that Nancy was having, and it's like that's such a cool concept to just be blurring the line in and out like that.
well, I
But
also thought the diner scene was a good opening,
yeah, that was a good opening.
and I think um Cat. I think the actress should have stayed instead of switching to Nancy. I think the other actress could have been the lead a little bit more.
Yeah,
It's just you had great elements and great stuff here, and then you just go and ruin it with other things. I'm
yeah,
like, you had a good movie here.
I know. What can you do?
Because that diner scene was cool. I'm like, oh, this
It
is a cool
was.
way to open this.
Yeah, I think it also kind of sucks because people have this they love Robert Englund and I do too.
Well,
So like a lot of the hate I feel like is misplaced. It's like just give Jackie Earl Haley a chance.
I think it's a lot of things with people about that movie, but I don't mind other people playing Freddy.
Yeah,
Because there's other people who could play Freddy. Because eventually, we're not going to have Robert England eventually anyway. I
right.
think, I think you just need to find the right person to play Freddy and make him look Freddy-ish.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and because now they are doing a new one,
Mhm.
so I just hope they can find my thing about the movie: who's directing it, who's
Yeah.
writing it, and who's going to play Freddy and what they're going to do with it. So
Yes.
I just think it is about time we do get some new nightmare. I just want to see what they're going to do with it. So hopefully it can be as good because it's been 16 years since that
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while.
and now we're even getting Friday content finally after 17 years of all
Yeah.
and how that went situation. But it's finally calmed down. They're all working together. That's why it's called Jason Universe. And now hopefully they can do something cool with that TV show and with a new movie. And so
Yeah.
because Michael already had his awesome run in that trilogy,
Yes.
and now a game's coming out. So let Freddy come back and Jason to do some cool things.
Yeah.
So, um, I wouldn't mind if long as they do it right. If they didn't have Freddy, because there's some other ways you can do some nightmare stuff without him. Just do it.
Yeah, I
Just have
agree.
to. You just have to do it the right way, though. Because look, you could do Halloween 3 without Michael. I know people at first didn't like it, but it became more lovable now with a lot of
Right,
people.
we love it now. I think that's the way it should go. I love the David Gordon Green trilogy. I love that. I think it was fantastic. But if we're gonna make any more Halloween movies, I think it should go the way that three was supposed to go from there,
Right.
and it should be like just an anthology, different things
Yeah.
happening.
But right. Yeah.
With maybe Michael is in the background or something, but he's not the focus.
Right. So that's right now they're focusing on the game, and you probably see me cover it. So and the
Yeah.
game's pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to playing that. So yeah, just now it's time to, and even I don't know how they're gonna do with the new My Bloody Valentine. And those two movies have some good, cool effects too in
Yeah,
those
they do.
movies. Do you like any of them?
The My Bloody Valentine ones,
Yeah,
I've seen them both. I do like them, but they're not. I don't
not
know.
as memorable as other
They're
ones
not
too.
as memorable because I'm not like a huge Valentine's Day person. So it's like,
I hear you. I
uh.
hear you. I will say this: the killer has a cool look, though.
Yes, I do like him being a miner
And
with a
stuck,
pickaxe.
and
That's
you're stuck in a
awesome.
mine where no one can really hear you.
Yes, yes. I think that whole concept is great. It's just I really only watch those in February. So, eh.
So, did you ever watch Hard Eyes when it came out?
I didn't watch it when it came out, but I did watch it this year earlier. Yes.
Oh, okay. What did you think of it?
I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I liked it. It was a fun movie.
Yeah, it was a great cast, some really
Yeah.
good kills, and I loved when they were in the dark and they made his eyes glow with the red and
Yeah,
everything.
I like that too.
And I kind of seen the killers come. I'm like, well, you guys have these awesome actors. I'm like, these probably are the killers here.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure.
Well, except for Devin Sawa's character, he got killed, but I'm like, she's probably one of the killers here.
Yeah.
But it was a fun one. So that was one of my favorites of last year, like for
Mhm.
theater experience wise. So so Celia, this was fun discussing all these kills with you. We can definitely do more
Yes.
in the future about it. But this was fun having you discuss going through some of the history of horror movie deaths.
Yeah, and it's nice hearing what other people's favorites are and ones that I haven't even thought about. Because again, I completely forgot about 13 Ghosts, and then I saw your thumbnail and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's like one of my favorites. How could I have forgotten that?" So, it's a nice little memory jog to hear it.
Yeah, and that's why I made sure even Christine was on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
And there's some really cool kills with that with the car. So, but yeah, I do appreciate you for coming on. This was a lot of fun discussing some horror movie deaths. Um, what do you got coming up on your channel and soon?
Coming up on the channel, well, I always have a couple of week string of reviews of different indie horror movies. You'll just have to check in and see because they're probably ones that you've never heard of. They're all on letstalkterror.com. But I also have two video interviews on my YouTube channel. That I interview Lauren Lepre, who, if you've seen Camera Acts or The Dark Military, I interview him and he talks about his movies plus horror movies or horror filmmaking in the Philly area, Philadelphia. So there's that. And then coming up at the beginning of August, I am speaking with another person who has been in, it seems like every single indie movie that I've seen this year. It's pretty wild. And we also get to talk about Halloween Wars too, because he
Oh,
was a showrunner for Halloween Wars. So that's coming up in August.
very cool. If you're not subscribed to Let's Talk Terror, go subscribe. She does
Yes.
awesome content on her channel.
Yes. Thank you.
And I appreciate you for being here, Daniel, in the chat while you could. That was awesome. Thank you for being here. As for me, my I just dropped the Howling the Game developer Q&A stream that I did a video about, showing off what they talked about, which was pretty cool. Um, and then I do have my video about the Nightmare on Elm Street news uploading tomorrow, and who should direct and who I think should play Freddy in that movie. And then this Friday, I'll be doing a Friday in the game stream. I also some have other interviews locked down and some other videos I got planned. And then at the end of the month, me and Brettman from Good Road Hunting will be doing a Killer Clown from Outer Space watch party. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then going to August, and I'll be covering a lot of things about Howling the Game and Hellraiser and all type of other horror news as well. So there's a lot of content we both got planned for our channel. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of day one. You have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your night. Good night, everyone. Bye.